Hello, everybody. Ooh, it's still the same. Well, I mean, you guys can't see it, but yeah, it's still our nice, pretty border from last time.
Yeah, you saved it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't think, for whatever reason, I didn't think the border would still stay the same. I
And,
don't
that's
question my
fair because
logic.
no, I'm not because you know, maybe they wouldn't save the preferences like Crunchyroll doesn't. Like why every time I watch an episode of Yu Yu Hakusho, I have to turn off the captions.
I see.
Every
Wait a
single
minute.
one.
Are these? We're gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna let you finish, but are
Don't
these my
reset. Don't you
friends?
reset.
No, I'm not gonna reset. I'm looking. That's actually pretty fair. I should stay over here. um,
Yeah.
are these my friends
Uh
standing on top of
yeah,
each
those
other and just Sans over
yeah,
there wanting to kill me? Is that what that means?
I mean, Sans right now thinks you're pretty cool. You
Yeah,
haven't
but
he
why is he there?
he told you that you didn't kill anyone. But they're
Uh,
all there because they're cool with you now.
I
I
mean,
mean, look, if Toriel's there, then that means Sans is cool because um, Sans found you and kept you safe because of her. And Papyrus is Papyrus and can't hurt, like, won't hurt us because he's our not boyfriend skeleton.
that's fair. It's locked. That.
Oh yeah, I told you to come here. Join
Anyway,
that house.
before we get any further, I'm
Dang it.
ATG. That's Zero. We here playing Undertale again.
Yeah.
Okay, now that that's done. It's a spider web. There's a
Okay.
fiber bake sale on it. I didn't buy any spider donuts.
Um, we may have to go back to Alfie's office or lab.
Uh,
I can't remember. Like,
you gotta
it's only
figure it
if we want to
out.
find something. Like,
Can I go to Temmie
I
Village?
know you got to grind. Yeah, you can go to Temmie Village. I believe you got to take
Yay!
the
Accept
dog
friend's
boat
offer. Get a ride, yes. Uh, the gondola instead of the jug.
gondola. Yeah,
Okay, but yeah, your Crunchyroll
I
problem.
could be wrong. It's been a while. Yeah, every time I watch an episode of Yu Yu Hakusho, every single episode, I have to go in and turn off the captions. Why? Why Crunchyroll? I
I
have
mean,
I
Neil
am.
doesn't watch captions or watch with captions, right?
Oh, she does, but she's usually not watching Yu Yu Hakusho with me.
Oh, that's fair. I
That's her style.
seem to have forgotten. You hear the passing of a conversation, so don't you have any wishes to make? Wait, have I already been here?
You might have. You should have. But we may have skipped it entirely because of a route, I think. I
We
can't
may have
remember.
skipped it entirely. Um, because
Because
this is the
I
path we
remember,
took,
like,
right?
you can get chased by Undyne here.
Heh heh heh
Oh
heh.
my god. Yeah.
I want. I don't know. Wait. The power to take their souls. This is the power that the humans feared. Oh, yeah, we have this thing! No.
Oh,
Wait.
oh yeah. No. Keep going. Keep going. Go back. Just let it be. Just let it be.
Wait, does she do something different?
See? Look at it. No. She just follow.
Yeah, then I was already
Keep
here, so
going
I
right.
gotta. Well, 'cause that's the path we
But
took to get to the last.
if you find Alfie's lab,
I know how to get
I
to Alfie's
I
lab,
can't remember where
seemingly.
that leads. I was going to say I can't remember how to get there actually.
I
But
wanna go to
yeah, let's find
Temmie
Timmy
Village!
Village, and then we'll find her lab.
I wanna sell my useless
Let's find
stuff
Timmy
so I
Village
can
first.
have. So I can have, what's it?
What?
Money! Yeah, 'cause that's where Sans was when he
Kill it. Are you a star?
Are you a star? I want to go to Temmie Village!
Didn't you say you knew where you're going?
No, yes. But how many times have I said that and that's literally not what happened? We learned our lesson the
You
hard
are the
way
female Zora.
once. Actually, we learned our lesson the hard way a number of times.
A number of times.
Yeah,
But you
very.
wouldn't be the only one in the channel who's like that.
Is it? Are you talking about you or Tori?
Yes.
Oh, Temmie Village is a
Yes. Well,
question mark. God damn it.
more me. Yeah.
What? 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 God dang it.
Oh, junkyard.
Wait. I think this is where
But there is something different to most areas, I'm pretty sure.
the cooler is empty. I would. I would very much like to find our bro in the gondoler. Cause he'll take me to somewhere. Temmie Village, maybe?
I, I thought for sure when you got close to that waterfall that you were gonna fall down
Would not surprise me in the slightest.
it.
Okay, cause I know we haven't gone this way, I don't think, but also the directions aren't my forte. Well,
I was about to say, didn't you just come from here?
yeah, I did, but I didn't explore the whole area. I don't think. I wish I had a map, but it is what it is, I suppose.
Oh, I have a funny thing that this game reminded me of. I was thinking of what we did last time, and part of what we
Yeah.
did last time was like the tsundere slash yandere piece of shit moment with Undyne.
Yeah.
And speaking of tsundere stuff, Teal and I found an anime that I think the episodes are only 12 minutes long, and it's literally just an anime about a bunch of teenagers being the absolute worst at trying to date.
Oh my god. Like worst is in
It's
they're
like
just bad. Oh. Oh, I remember. Big
like
old.
there's one couple that the clip that we found this on, or that she found it on, I think it was a TikTok, had the high school president going up to this like scoundrel girl smoking in the back, and he just goes, "Yo, uh, you want to make out with me?" And she's like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're gonna make out with me." And she goes, "What? You think just because I'm back here and I'm a delinquent, you think I'm easy?" And he goes, "Pretty much."
Wow. Okay.
and, but wait, it gets better. Like, she's like, "All right, sure. You know what? I'll do it, but it's gonna cost you how much? 100,000 yen." And he just goes, "No problem." It has the on her.
Dang.
And she freaks out a little bit, and then like that story ends with her like constantly getting flustered as he's both a overly open about his intentions and b complimenting her like every time between every like up thing he says something sweet,
Uh.
and then he just kisses her and he's like disgusting. You taste like cigarettes.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to quit immediately. And she's like, "What? Now you're acting like we're dating?" He goes, "That's an excellent idea. We're dating."
Wow. That
Yeah,
honestly sounds like every abridged series ever. Oh, I'm back down
it's
here
great.
again?
Every time those two are in an episode, it's like the best thing ever. But there's plenty of other things. Like there's a guy that has a girl hitting on him, and he has like he's in ultimate denial because he's a dweeb. No, she wouldn't be here for me. No, no, no. Ha ha ha. There's a there's a girl that is essentially what I was growing up. Um,
And emo.
where well, yes, but mostly that she has no concept of someone actually wanting to be with her because she thinks she's too plain or not cool enough or whatever. And this dude is hitting on her every episode that they're in. And he like even straight out basically tells her, and she's just like, wow, this person sounds a lot like me. And it's adorable. It's cute. I'm pretty sure there's a couple in there that like the girlfriend brought up to her boyfriend that she thought that there was something wrong because it's been like a year or whatever, and they hadn't kissed or held hands, and he's just like, "Wait, are we dating?" And it's hilarious. Like that same couple like has an episode where um she tries to like get him to be intimate with her,
Aw.
and she's like just take me, and he goes, uh, but fool, like we just ate, and she's like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Oh my god.
But I gotta go to the store and buy some kind of protection.
I have
He's
to
just
go
like
to the
my,
soup store.
and she just goes, but I already brought soup because my mom gave it to me.
Oh my god. So, have we ever told this story on Stream Zero about plant in the soup store?
Oh, the fact that we wanted to like go around and film ourselves doing that bit in the soup in an actual store.
No. So, Zero and I wanted to have just like a walk and chat, just the two of us. Um, and we're just like, I hate this.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm sorry, Mr. Day, but I don't play instruments. Well, do you think we'll be popular? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Don't go
Yeah.
listen to my.
The
Oh,
Great
I think you're
Treasure.
actually close to Temmie Village.
This shit. Only the first 8 are fine. I wonder if it changed at all. Anyway, yeah. So we were trying. We were going to go on a walk, and Zero and I are just like, oh, we're gonna go to the soup store. And Plant, being the
Meme Lord he is.
no, he was the most naive child ever. Just goes, oh, I want to go to the soup store with you. I need a beverage. And we're just like, Plant, no, that's not, that's not what this is. Uh, poor Plant. Have you heard from him recently?
Um, he may have messaged me recently. I can't recall. I need to reach out to him and
Right.
tell him I hope he had a good Easter.
Yeah. I hope he had many chocolate bunnies, just like I hope you had chocolate bunnies and or Reese eggs. Cause the
Um,
eggs are the best ones.
so Teal and I have fought quite a few back, like little packets of egg Reese's, and Saturday this last weekend we went to Renoa's ninth birthday party.
Aww,
Oh yeah, and we
he's
actually
9?
uh yeah, I know, right? I know.
That's
Um,
weird. Where is the goddamn 8th note?
hold on. I think this one actually gave the Grumps some trouble. I started watching Barry and Ross play this with Teal.
Yeah, because there are only 7,
Um,
and it said the first 8 are fine. So I don't know.
Undertale, how do I play the haunting loop? The correct answer, I have the correct answer for you right here.
Okay. Wait. Right, these don't help me at all. If I can have the treasure, maybe it's armor. Alright. Give me a hint, oh psychic schlong.
Okay, so you have to play, go up to the piano
Okay.
and, and then I don't know if you have to click on the first or if you just hit the things. Yeah, press yes, and then hit Z, Z, up,
Sir.
Z,
Sir. I'm on a switch. The most perfect notes ever. The first 8 are fine. I am composing the next symphony. Blah, 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 blah. Well, how do I find it? Let's do that instead of
okay,
giving me the
okay.
answer.
Well, that's the thing. Like the answer, the only real hint in the game is
Is
that
the
where the
answer?
dog is. Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
to clarify, when I hold down A and use the directional keys, it makes no sound. I already wrote it on the statue. Um,
Oh!
what?
I'm actually playing the piano now. Oh my god, I could. Let's see. Hang on.
Oh God, I want to turn it up so bad. Oh wait, okay. So, no, we can do this. We can do this. I'm gonna go back to the old answer
Hang on.
and
Damn it. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna try it again, and maybe this time I'll be able to sing it if you know it. Can't.
it's really quiet. Oh, we're really loud.
Damn it. I can't do the last note. Well, yeah, we are really loud because every single time I've edited it, um, like it's been we haven't been very audible. But let's try again. Here, let's do this.
Let me know when you're ready for the thing,
First, you must hear my melody.
if I can. If I can.
There. There's nothing
Were
left.
you doing? Were you doing all the live long day?
Yeah.
I'm so happy I could actually figure that one out.
And then that's where I have to stop because there's no lower note. Anyway, okay, go for it.
Okay, so you're gonna want to do the dot
Okay. Wait, hang on. We're gonna
up.
start over.
Okay.
Okay.
right
Right.
dot down dot down right.
That was very loud. Okay. Yay, we did it. Can we still play the piano? Yes, we can.
Do what I did in Final Fantasy VII and accidentally play You're Beautiful. You're beautiful. Dun, 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 dun. There's 4 notes and I found it.
Let's see.
I found that, but Goldline and Lone both found the Final Fantasy fight theme, and I'm like, okay.
And I saw your face. We're gonna come back to you.
And now I know
It's a
it's
legendary
true.
artifact. Will you take it? Yes. You're carrying too many dogs. What? Item. An annoying dog? A little
What?
white dog. It's fast asleep. What?
What? Where did you get that?
This. Cell. Dimensional box A. The box is a clog with the hair of a dog. What?
What?
The ringing is coming from inside your inventory. What? The box is a clog with the hair of a dog. Okay, hang on. Use. You deployed the dog.
What? The dog absorbs the artifact.
Was that it? Is that what was supposed to happen? Psychic.
Yes.
We did all that. For that?
It pays off to something else later, I'm pretty sure.
That's still nuts.
You have
Jesus.
too many dogs. Oh my god.
I indeed had too many dogs. Here I am, wet in
I'm
the
surprised you haven't
mud.
gotten in a battle in a while.
Don't jinx it.
Well, you kind of need the monies.
I need the monies.
Because, like, the best armor you can get from the Temmie shop is pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's true. You have mentioned that once or twice.
Look at that kingdom.
Look at that wall of death.
Oh, yeah. What do you think the stars are?
Oh,
Look at that muscular Chad.
what
Oh, arms.
tomorrow? Oh no! Take an umbrella.
Oh, yay. Yay, we're heading towards the areas that I wanted us to go, I think.
Uh,
But I think we need to go through it to get to the Temmie Village,
we
possibly.
can't. I can't climb up.
Oh, you need to go find the little dino kid.
But he's gone, I thought.
He might, I think he's back at the village.
So I have to go all the way back, find my way back.
I don't know.
Because I
I
can't
don't know
climb
shit about.
some. I unfortunately mislabeled the stream. We may end up renaming this one too to Lost,
ATP. Yeah, ATP is lost.
which will surprise nobody.
The, due to the games that I specifically play on Thursday, I've been lost a lot. But I think the worst game to get lost in right now for me is Elden Ring because if I'm lost, it means I'm in an area that I haven't uncovered the map in, which means I'm in an area that is highly overleveled for me.
Oh,
So so I'm just like I'm to sacrifice.
I got nothing else to talk about. Okay, bye thing. Boo bye. Dude, that happened to me so often in Breath of the Wild. Like, I have
Oh,
genuinely so much, like, recording of me going somewhere I shouldn't be yet, and Kawaii just not telling me and laughing about it when I get my ass kicked.
that was the beginning of the Sekiro streams with me and Gluten. Like he would just get real quiet, but not like quiet the way Plant would get quiet. When I'm playing a game that Plant knows that I don't, like it's like when we guessed the truck scene. But like he will do if he knows he's gonna give it away, he gives away that something big is coming by not looking at you.
Not looking at you or leaving the room. That's how we knew
Yeah.
bad stuff was happening in Life is Strange 2.
Oh my God. That will forever go down as like the saddest thing that I did record save. That and I'm pretty sure I failed. Did we fail to save the shiny Zigzagoon, or is that one of our TikToks?
Um,
I think
that's
that's
one
one of
of
our
our
TikToks actually.
TikToks. Well,
Yeah.
no, we actually, like, we have it clipped and everything, but, um, I found him! What thank good! Tra la la, care for a ride. Yes. Where will we go? We'll go to Hotland. But yeah,
Go to Snowden.
anyway, oh, well,
I'm pretty sure that's where the kid is. Oh, I could be wrong.
eh, oh well.
But
So, like, the shiny Zigzagoon, for those who haven't watched our Pokemon streams, definitely check out the adventures of little Waji. Um, but he. Zero had an unfortunate couple days, I want to say. Either that or it was just all in the bulk of one stream. There's no response in the lab.
call office.
Oh, that's a that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Um,
You can't.
there was a,
Her.
oh, call person and dying just for funsies. Anime. Wait, anime? I can feel myself. Isn't that kind of cartoon for small children?
Oh my god. Anime isn't just for kids, it's deep and emotional. It's
I
true.
love the face that the cheeky face she gives while saying it.
Right?
Is the sound of a baby makes an emotion?
Yeah,
Is
because it's how I'm
it
feeling. What the.
what?
eh,
What Undyne?
How I'm feeling right now. I'm trying to. Because, like, some of her. The letters in this are, like, not capital.
Yeah, because the big I, the capital I and capital S, but lowercase t is with me. But I think she's
H.
trying to do like the woo talk, but throughout the whole sentence.
There's no response!
Oh, so I found a
Fine. Going to sleep.
PokeTuber that um I found a PokeTuber that actually does videos with Pokemon kind of the way I wanted us to do Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah.
Where he, like, initially his videos are just like he goes through, can this character become champion or whatever, or could Ash beat this? And he does funny things like he'll edit in himself throwing a Pokeball at a NPC Charizard, and and then like exploding somewhere. And I'm like, that is basically what I wanted to do. Like with that bit where I was saying that we were catching fire to someone's house in Tales of the Abyss. I was gonna try to edit in a
Symphonia.
fire over the house. Oh yeah, Tales of Symphonia. I always get those mixed up because I played all the
We
way
have
through
never
one, but not the
played
other.
Tales of the Abyss. We have
I have.
played Tales of Symphonia.
I know. I've played way more of one than the other, and I always think of one whenever I try to talk about the other. It's unfortunate.
Well, I haven't either, but I don't want her to notice me over here. Yeah.
I like how the NPCs are self-aware about not moving.
Yeah.
Oh, have you gone in the igloo yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because, like, you freaked out because this is when we were first having problems with the game. And, like, you freaked out because you thought it was a glitch. Oh. Hello. Hey, punk. What's up? Phew. Papyrus, how can you stand this cold?
I have no skin.
So why don't we stand in Grillby's instead?
Because I hate grease.
But you don't have a stomach!
No, but I have standards.
Jesus.
You filthy fish lady.
You filthy fish.
Oh, hey. You're leaving soon, right? I'm trying to score over here. Don't come here to say goodbye.
Oh.
Goodbyes aren't allowed in my town. Just see you later.
Ew. He's so nice. Papyrus.
I remember when I wanted to murder you? And then we went on that date. And you blew it with the great Papyrus. Meanwhile,
You were
Undyne's just
afraid of
standing
your
there unimpressed.
feelings. What?
And then meanwhile, Undyne's like watching the two and just unimpressed, like, meh. Not as good as my Japanese anime.
Not as good as my ooh anime.
Huh. I guess I really don't know where to go from here. Aside from the end.
Let's see.
Like,
Temmie Village, where are you? Let's see. Waterfall. Because that was the only place that said anything about Temmie Village. It's gotta be there.
I believe it.
Tra-la-la. What's inside an acorn? It's really just a mystery. It's still a mystery.
It's a baby tree. It's a baby tree's nut.
Oh my god.
It's both disgusting and factually accurate.
Well, okay. La-la-la-la-la. Let's see. Oh, I'm here again.
Oh my god. So far, the single grade, like, I don't know. Because of your performance as him, I may have misnamed one of the highlights for our last session.
I was gonna talk to you about that
oh.
because I highlighted it literally the day after we streamed.
God damn it. I didn't see them. I actually looked for them. But, okay. Whoops. Yeah, I think the description for one of the parts was we ran into the most unhinged NPC. And I'm not sure I'm not sure if the High Kitty is the most unhinged NPC next to your crazy turtle man.
The high
Like you
kitty.
brought that turtle, the stressed out high cat that was working at that like glam burger place.
Ugh. He was a
Hey,
trip.
wasn't he only like 18 years old or 19 years old?
I think he was 19, yeah, because I just edited that.
He's like I, I know my life's pretty much over. I'm already 19 years old. Like if he ages like a real cat, then he's right. Uh, but I hope not, because I'm pretty sure there are like squid
Did I
characters
just
or octopus
randomly
characters.
did I just randomly find Temmie Village?
Yeah, look at Temmie riding on Trogdor.
Tractor!
I will never be able to get over the fact that Trogdor wasn't Guitar Hero 2. So this is an area made, one of the few areas and things made by an entirely different artist,
Oh my
and
god.
she goes by Temmie. Yeah, she goes by Temmie
Oh
on
god.
YouTube, I think, too. And anything she makes, and I mean anything she makes, you can find Temmie in it. In fact, one of the first things
Hi,
that comes to
I'm
mind is,
Bob.
"Hi, I'm Bob." One of the first things that comes to mind about her work is and I and I shot and I missed him, and I shot again and I missed. Like there's an animation for that from Game Grumps that she does, and you can see Temmie. Like the wolf from the story is basically Temmie. Is that like a zonked out toad in the side?
It looks like it.
Looks like a toad that has like found himself in a village full of dogs that look the same, and he's just like, I stand. There's a Temmie in the wall.
Egg will hatch. Tim, proud parent. Oh my god. It's hard boiled! Dude, the Temmie in the wall is kind of scary.
I wonder if you can talk to it.
I'm gonna talk to the toad, and
Tim also
oh
allergic
my
to Tim.
god.
Oh,
Hoives!
oh my God! Oh,
My inner torment. Trapped by my hyphae?
hi. Okay, hold on.
Look up
Hold
that
on.
word!
The psychic Pepe is looking up the word.
But also look up how to pronounce it. Oh, this
Prona
mushroom.
Pronounce hyphet. What the? How do you pronounce the upside down E? Each of the branching filaments that make up a
The feeling
mycelium
of
of a
being
fungus.
watched. Very famous.
Very.
Welcome to the Tem shop.
Oh, Tim. Oh yeah, her face. You can. I can't remember what you can do, but there's something you can do to make her face get infinitely more like I can't remember if it's excited or if it gets away from itself. Like her mouth and eyes can do some crazy shit, and I can't remember what exactly they do and how to do it. I'm gonna look it up while you look through her shop and sell some
Okay.
stuff.
Ah, dog residue? I gotta actually see what that does. Buy. Temflake. Heals 2 HP food of Tem. Temflake on sale. Heals 2 HP. Discount food of Tem. Oh my god, her eyes. Heals 2 HP food of Tem. Expensive. 1,000. Tem pay for college. College Tem pursue higher education. Oh my god. Say hello. Hoi! I'm Temmie. Hoi! I'm Temmie. Hoi! I'm Temmie. Temmie history. Us Tems have a deep history. Oh my god. About the shop. Yeah! Go to Tem shop! Oh my god, they're all stupid.
Ah,
Boy.
I can't find it. I keep
Okay.
finding other things.
Yes, use the box. What? Oh, first, I want to see what the dog residue does.
God, Lego, you are too dumb for words.
Dog item. Glowing crystals secreted by a dog. But what does it do?
It's secreted by a dog.
A dog item. Use the box. Dog residue.
Let's,
A burnt pen.
uh,
The faded ribbon. The ballet shoe. Oh. CT. Smimmin and bun. The stick.
a single dog residue ensures a farmable source of gold. Dog residue copies as well as dog salads can be repeatedly sold to the Thames shop in Temmie Village. Dog residue is a miscellaneous item contained in the artifact room north of the Canna Room waterfall after the annoying dog steals the legendary artifact.
No kidding.
The dog residue has a random description such as being a jigsaw puzzle left unfinished by annoying dogs as well as other oddities. Using the dog residue fills the inventory with dog residue and dog salad. Keeping a single dog residue ensures farmable source of gold as dog residue copies. Dog residue copies as well as dog salads can be reportedly sold at the Tem shop. How do you copy them? Oh wait, you just got to use it. So if you remove an item from your inventory and then use dog residue, you'll get more dog residue and a dog salad. And then you can just sell that.
What?
Yeah. That was what I was reading, essentially.
Whoa! You got burnt pans? I gotta have that burnt pans, but I gotta pay for college. Tim always wanna burnt pans. Tim buy burnt pan for 101 cheese. Sure. Thanks, purchase.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Timmy's so stupid. Tim buy
I
toy
can't
knife
remember
for
what happened.
100G. Yeah. Yeah. Stick. Yeah. Finally, I can sell shit and have money again. This music. Alright, the ballet shoes are a weapon.
Oh my god. So, as I was looking up the Temmie residue thing, and figured out that you basically just have an unlimited source of gold. Yeah, so all you have to do is use dog residue, and then sell whatever the on it makes, not the original. And you can just keep doing that until you get all the gold you need. By the way, the lowest price for the strongest armor in the game, the Temmie armor, only goes down to 750 gold if you die 25 times.
What?
Yeah.
So I sell the dog residue first, or I use the dog residue?
No. You use the dog residue.
Okay.
You use the dog residue, and it makes a copy of itself and creates a temp salad or dog salad, whatever. And basically, you just keep using it and selling the copy and the salad.
Okay. Use. Okay. So I have 2 dog residues now.
And you can sell one and then use the other one.
Okay.
So if you really want to, you can empty your entire inventory and just use dog residue a bunch. Go in and sell dog residue. Don't sell them both though.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's only 3.
Well, the one I think is just 2. So we'll put all of these in here. Then we'll item use. The rest of your inventory filled up with dog residue. Look at all these different prices for dog residue. All I gotta do is keep the less expensive one.
Yeah. So keep the $2 gold one, sell the rest.
You got a dog residues. I gotta have that dog residues, but I gotta pay for college. Tim always want dog residues. For 4G, hell yeah. You stupid ass Temmie.
Look at her go. Don't sell that one.
The Muns!
Oh.
Let's see how much we get this time. So. Look at that, 3/8. Oh wow, and there's no 2 anymore, so that the lowest one is 3.
3. Does that mean it's gonna start going up exponentially a little bit? Not
It
exponentially,
might.
that'd be crazy.
You gotta have that dog residues, Temmie.
God, you just can't help yourself. You're like Benny with the bites. You just gotta bite back.
He's gotten better
Oh my
about
God,
it.
Is he Loki? Loki has an epitaph of the backbiter. So that was your history joke for the week, yeah, or mythology joke for the week, yeah. I have one dumb cat
no,
in this
because these 2 right over here are 1.
and I have one smart cat.
They're just kind of.
It's just random.
Yeah.
Well, still, you got up to 640 real quick. Holy crap!
For her.
For her
I've
residue
come a
addiction.
long way from having only 30 G's. How much do
I
you need?
know. Go back to your buying menu really quick.
Hang on.
You're like, might as well refill the stock before I go to the buying menu.
So I gotta help her pay for college?
Go to buy really quick.
Yeah.
Go up. 10 flake. Yeah, I believe. Let me check. To see if that's how good available. So. Okay, yeah, first things first.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, to purchase it, the protagonist must first purchase 10 pay for college for 1,000 gold to unlock the item. The protagonist cannot obtain this on the genocide route. Okay. So, it's a good thing you haven't killed anybody.
Woohoo! brain, not death.
So yeah, once you get to 1,000 gold, just send her off to college, and
She
I
gonna
don't
be
know if you have to
smart.
save. I think you have to leave her shop, save, and then go back to see the changes of it after you buy her college. I cannot recall. But while we're in the process of doing this, I'm gonna tell you about eh, eh. I'm gonna tell you about a bit of Pokemon manga lore that I didn't know about. And this is not,
Ooh.
before I go into this, I must say, this is not a fan service thing. Oh, it's fan service, but it's not fan made. This is me talking about a legitimate Pokemon Game Freak owned manga that was out for a while. And it's cool looking. And like there's like some seriously cool moments in it. Like there's a giant ass haunter, and I mean giant haunter that has a bunch of ghastly following it, a bunch of uh Pokemon trainers trying to destroy it or capture it because it killed their family members and Pokemon using
Oh.
Dream Eater to steal their soul. Yeah, it's a dark one. And when Ash goes to catch it after beating it, because this is a manga that follows specifically Ash. It's not the original. The original follows like Red, and I can't remember. There's one even before that, but anyways, so Ash tries to catch this giant haunter, and the haunter self-destructs, so that
Oh.
way it doesn't, so it wouldn't have to obey humans. And I'm like, God damn. But that things like that aren't why I got stopped. But the fact that every Nurse Joy was sexy for no reason. Voluptuous movies for some reason.
Oh.
But more than that, Misty's gym battle had to be censored for the American version. It wasn't too awful, but considering their age, it wasn't great.
Uh.
But even further than that, down the road during the epilogue, before the
Hang on,
orange.
dude. I'm gonna mute myself. You keep telling the story because I can hear you, but I also need to give my mom a call real quick.
Okay.
I'm
Um,
while we do this.
I'll talk about something else while you're doing, because this is something that I'd like you to hear. So I'll talk about that when you get
Aw.
back. And in the meantime, I will talk about something else to whoever may be listening out there. You, there, in the distance. Yeah, you. I see you. And it's okay. You're out there wondering, how did we get here? How did we get to this land full of silly puppies and one that has color? Well, the answer may surprise you, as you wonder how did that little dog sell Temmie, Papyrus's special attack bone? Like there it is, just back there, along with the stick. Becky likes stick. I don't know where Becky is, but she likes stick. I swear I had more than that. It's kind of cool to get back to games like this that have like a direct path. Uh, just because I don't know. I like for this channel. I've personally been doing a lot of. Granted, I'm not the one playing. ATP is playing, but still, to even be a part of linear games like story at this point is nice because I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real. Every game that I've played for the channel, except for Resident Evil Village, I haven't beaten many of them outside of the channel because they take so long to beat naturally, anyways. And it's not. This is one of those few games that's nice because we could, with the exception of Grinding Nature, we could pick up games like Undertale here. and do a set. If say we were doing this recording on YouTube instead, it would be probably 30-minute edits, 30-minute episodes, um, and sit down sessions with actual beginning and ending. And we could do that, and we could actually make progress because it's designed in a way that you can beat the game in a certain amount of hours underneath a day. It's not like Bloodborne or Dark Souls or Sekiro, which is done in a way that both due to difficulty and just layout will take you like weeks or hundreds of hours. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love games like that. I like my products to, if they're fulfilling, I like them to last a good long time. But games like this are special because you can get what you need out of like a day. Say you only got 30 minutes a day to play a game. A game like Undertale is nice because you can definitely get from one save point to another within that time, whether you're doing like grinding or trying to do some story. And even if you get stuck, you're never going to be 30 minutes a waste, that kind of deal. And unless you're like me sometimes and you don't save for hours and then you die, then that's not. And I don't know. It's also as cool as it is to make your own story in open world like games or games where the protagonist doesn't really have a voice or characters don't have voices, such as Elden Ring or a lot of FromSoft games or any Morpega. Um, but in these games, every character has to have something. Like even NPCs, they either have dialogue that is helpful or dialogue that is there to make you laugh later or make you think later. Like a good linear story like this one has all those pieces just placed where they needed to be, and there's also like with any good game in general. I don't. This is something that open world games have been getting criticized for not doing, but I think linear games can do it too, and this one especially does a very good job of it since it's kind of semi open world. Um, it's not afraid to let you miss out on things. So, and because it's not afraid to let you miss something, everything that you will see is fun. Like we may have never found Temmie Village here, but if we never did and she didn't know about it, it wouldn't necessarily take away from the experience because of all the wackadaisy stuff that goes on in this game.
Is there a way
Like,
that we could beat the game without finding Temmie Village?
oh yeah, if you just get good at the gameplay, you technically don't need any armor.
Oh, anyway, continue your rant. I'm so sorry. I
Oh,
actually
I
quite
was just
liked it.
I was just doing that, but yeah. So that I do think that like games, linear games and open world games, like they share that aspect of them, and when the game doesn't want you to miss anything, um, it can kind of. This is gonna sound pretentious as overly critical, so I'm not gonna attach it to any particular game.
Okay.
You know what? You know what? I will.
Oh no.
Uh, there's because there's a couple, even ones that I like that that could uh take the example. Like for an open world game,
Oop.
first thing that comes to mind is anything made by Ubisoft in the last however many years. And Horizon Zero Dawn isn't safe from this either. That is, you have an open world game where you have like so many blips on your HUD at any given time, or a mini map with a bunch of blips on it at any given time. You're not really getting a chance to explore in an open world, which in an open world you would think that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I super agreed with Barry Kramer's idea on the map for Elden Ring. you had a map. You had to pull it out, and you could see yourself on it, and you could set the markers. And it's a map, like you set the markers on a map that is mostly accurate. Like it feels like a map that would be made in that game. Like it is mostly accurate. A lot of landmarks are appropriate, but the smaller details sometimes get mingled, like a real map from a medieval time would be.
Mhm.
And you can set them, and because you can set the markers, you don't know if you just set yourself up on a Mission Impossible, a crazy, glorious adventure, or to be bored out of your mind and find a mushroom in a cave somewhere. Like it's not afraid to make you do that. So because in Elden Ring, you're going to find something that will rip you in pieces before you get to whatever marker you set. You will find some sense of adventure, and for every point that you find, like that is maybe there's nothing there, you might see a beautiful part of the skybox. You might see maybe you fought some fun enemies on the way, or maybe you found the next spot you want to explore. And games like Horizon Zero Dawn or even current day Assassin's Creed, you know exactly where the game wants you to go. You can unlock things that unlock all the treasure chests. Like basically you get Game Shark cheats as a natural game thing because game developers don't want you to miss out on anything.
Mhm.
And um and because of that you're expecting things, and if you're expecting it, say like in Assassin's Creed, you unlock a treasure map, you know where all the treasures are. Fine. But you also know that that's all you're going to find there is treasure maps, maybe a guard that's blocking it. Maybe. And,
All right, I'm
um,
at 1200. Should I buy it?
yes.
Okay.
And then, you
Collect.
go to a different open world game, maybe Elden Ring, and you might find a map marker,
What?
and you're like, yeah, so there are these little things. They're not map markers. It's a like obelisk that appears if you travel far enough into it. If you
A
travel
map
far enough into a map that hasn't been discovered yet, like you don't own a piece of map that has the locations, but you're wandering around, so your character's basically like looking at a fogged area map.
done.
You can sometimes find a little obelisk on the map. That's where the map piece is for that area. You can go to it, but the map markers are where the map pieces are. There's almost always an enemy within reach that can slap your shit. So you think maybe you got to prepare for all of them to be like that? No, some of them are much worse, but also some of them are better, and some of them reveal a hell of a lot more. Or another like we'll get away from Elden Ring. We'll go to Genshin Impact. There's a lot I can complain about with Genshin Impact, but in terms of like adventure, the game doesn't tell you where most of the fun stuff is before you'll find them yourself. The game has you travel all over the place in story mode, and before you unlock fast travel, you're constantly finding new spots, and most of them you just randomly see. And with that, you can find treasure chests, you can find like accidentally a boss fight, like I have done and died at many a time in that game. and you find so many random things, and then you find things that you're like, okay, this looks cool. Why can't I do anything with it right now? And if you're like me, you might spend hours trying to figure out how to do it before realizing it's probably unlocked in the story. The game builds up hype that way because it makes sense that if the character is introduced to something through the story to change an otherwise unchangeable thing, that makes you want to do the story instead of just wandering around doing your own thing. But while doing the story, you see all the reasons why you'd want to wander around and around and do your own thing. That is how you do map markers right if you're gonna do them. They have them for just teleport spots, and they have them for like towns and what to expect at the towns. Everything else, there's names to locations, and you got to decide when you want to go there. It's perfect. You go to linear games like this, some games don't want you to miss anything. I'll go with let's go with I can't remember who it is that talked. Scott Falco with the Side Assault series brought up that in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I know Zelda is one of the last games to ever say like it's holding your hand and telling you anything, but early Zelda games, even my favorite one, Wind Waker, had a habit of going. You walked into this room. Let's show you where every single thing you're going to interact with is, and then go back to you. Breath of the Wild cured that, but that's an open world game. So I'm going to go back to this game. This game doesn't tell you shit about where Dick is other than storyline stuff. In this game, and in Zelda, there's plenty of characters that are literally just NPCs. There is no fun thing about them. They are just there to go, hey, or to block your way and not really say anything other than, you don't have the thing. But here, that's those same NPCs. Let's take the two giant dog knights, for example, or the Hell Knight looking people. They were what what the guard was, keeping you from getting into the Gerudo Valley and Wind Waker. Not Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time. That's what they were. But the difference is, one said like 3 things, and the other 2 said a lot of things mid-combat, after combat, and even got ice cream and went on a date. Like, these are things that you can totally miss. And, or hell, even, let's go Final Fantasy X-2 for another linear game example that isn't afraid to let you miss anything. Half of the game's best job classes that you can use with the characters are hidden behind a bunch of arduous bullshit.
You know,
but you don't
does
need any of them.
Final Fantasy's MO, though.
It is, especially because 10-2 followed 10, 10 having some of the most arduous bullshit things to ever get ultimate weapons. For one of their ultimate weapons in 10, you have to literally dodge 200 consecutive lightning bolts, even though the lightning is done at random, sometimes directly after a battle.
Oh.
And if you get hit once, you restart.
I hate things like that.
The same, and so did the fan base. But on the other side of that, Final Fantasy X-2, you could miss real key moments of the story for that, but people still loved the game because it perfected what the combat system for 10 was. And it also had, while it's Final Fantasy, it's going to have some contrived bullshit in their story.
Yeah.
It was still received really well, and I'm pretty sure if 10 wasn't an absolute banger, it probably would have done better than 10. It may have.
I mean,
I actually
10-2 is one of the most popular Final Fantasy games.
It was, and it was high paced. The characters moved a lot during it, and it was like the beginning of what everyone thought was the end of the turn-based system, because people were starting to like go away from it a little bit.
Yeah.
And but no. It was unfortunate because they were like 10-2 is great. What should we do next? For 12, we'll do turns, but make it look like it's not turns. you'll select the character, select the enemy. You'll see a line, the football throw itself over to that enemy and stab in a time frame. What do they do for 13? They made you not play.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say, isn't 13 and 13-2 the most, like, hated ones?
Oh yeah, 13. 13 has a story that's okay, and the visuals are awesome. There were some really cool things that they tried with 13.
Yeah.
However, oh boy, the combat system was ass and was essentially non-existent. There's literally a way to just set it to auto.
Oh.
Yeah, it was an idle game before they were popular.
I
And
see. You know we're gonna have to
and
talk about this more in depth in an AVB, right?
oh, absolutely. But
For
those
whatever
Final
reason.
Fantasy, Final Fantasy need like each game needs its own AVB because none of the well maybe not maybe the first like 3 games could have their own like could be put together because they weren't deep.
Yeah. They're not deep and they're
weren't
not nearly as fleshed out as the other ones are. But like
Yeah,
when you
like
get to
two
7
was almost that.
specifically, that's when we're gonna
No,
have to
you get
do
to
like one of the
6.
in-depth ones because that's when you get into like the movie and all of that.
Wait, correction. We need to do that for 6, 7, and 10 because
Well, yeah.
10 had the first sequel created for it, I believe, like full blown game sequel, and then
We may want to do it
6.
for 13 too. Like
Honestly, yeah,
13
just to
TOO,
talk
not
about
13 2.
yeah. Um, and the reason for 6 is because 6 was 6 would have been as popular as 7 if 7 wasn't done in 3D. And
Really?
I say that because in the fan base, the villain of the story is argued with best villain in the Final Fantasy fan base usually purely because while Sephiroth is cooler, he is way more like naturally badass because he is an edgelord. Just look at him sometimes, like long silver hair, overcompensating sword, black leather, everything. He is everything I loved. It like him and Kadaj
Dude,
and like
Kadaj though.
like all they are my I may not be gay, but anyways, but then you have 6. The difference between them, I won't get too deep into it. They both tell what their stories and what they're trying to tell in them. They tell it really well. 7 is about mega corporations basically ruining the world and not giving a shit
Yeah.
because money, and what can happen because of that, whether it's rogue science that led to Sephiroth and everything he did, or the fact that like most of the main characters have suffered through war and violence done by the mega corporation. So much so that like one of their science experiments going so sideways is what led to the main characters winning, essentially. Or it led to the main characters having to step up and be heroes, and it led to the main villain to being the main villain. 6 6 is about absolute power corrupts absolutely, and also kind of like what Dark Knight was about. Some people just want to watch the world burn. There are some people that are not savable, and also any day could be like the day everything flips, and when it does flip, will you get back up from it? 7 hits on that too, but 7 hits on that more so after the movie.
Yeah.
6, the later half of 6 is after the antagonist wins. So like it's basically the first half of the story. You're fighting this empire and this king, and the second half, his general, this clown, literally a mage clown who is
Dude,
so
I
good.
hate clowns, but like Kadaj is still one of the coolest like villains ever.
You're not even a clown. But
He is though.
Kefka
Oh
Kefka
no, that's
in
Kefka.
six
Never
though.
mind.
Yeah,
I do
Kefka
like
in six
Kefka
though.
too,
He is
though. Like,
because he's just the Joker. He's like
I mean,
he's just a
yeah.
more colorful Joker. He wants destruction, and his infamous quote when you beat him: "Hopes, dreams, where do they come from? Where do they go? None of that matters." Like
None of
he's
that matters, Cotton Eye Joe.
yeah he's
You were so
but
talking in that whole rhyme scheme, though.
I was. But he basically pulls a Scar. Like in the beginning of Lion King, he wins.
Yeah.
Like he wins, and for until Simba's adulthood, he is king. That's basically what happens at the halfway point. Kefka betrays his king, and he's just a god after that. He's a literal it. It turned into a JRPG. A bunch of dudes randomly decide to beat up God, and boy, is it a hard gauntlet. You have to fight. It is the only Final Fantasy for one to utilize almost every last character that you ever get. To fight the last boss, it's a gauntlet of bosses that make up his first few stages, and then you actually fight him. And with that, you have to split all this small army of characters you get in six into three separate parties that fight each different stage of the bosses. So you have investment to want to play as the characters. Almost all of them get some decent character development. You get to suplex a train. That is that will always be my favorite thing. You can kind of do that in seven too, because Tifa has a suplex move as a limit break. But it it's a really good story. It has loss in it. Has a bit of like don't. It has a lot of don't be racist in it.
Honestly, Final Fantasy
Like
themes are very, very deep. Like,
they yeah,
for
once they
what.
started really getting into stories,
Yeah.
and like in all honesty, if I was being absolutely honest with myself, I could say nine deserves its own too, purely
Yeah.
because A, it's the creator's favorite, B, it's the composer's favorite.
I mean, that's
Like,
fair.
and a lot of what makes the themes of Demon Slayer good, especially the themes towards the end, are what make um, Final Fantasy IX good. In fact, I don't even have to spoil anything to say that we've already seen partial sacrifice from one and a full sacrifice of another, which and the fight with Akaza and Rengoku is like the theme of their fight is an overarching theme in the entirety of Demon Slayer, and it is for nine as well, which is you can you can deal with the fact that you have a limited lifespan and live in those years, like really live, or you can die the day you figure out your number is up while breathing, kind of deal. Like there's a bunch of characters gifted with all this talent that choose to be evil, while all the people who are going through it harder and strive to survive, whether or not they're going to live that long, fight to preserve that life. And that is exactly kind of like what Demon makes Demon Slayer. So that makes what a lot of their characters, like the Demon Slayer characters, so like, oh, they're shiny. Like It's the fact that regardless of like a character like Rengoku having his eye busted, ribs broken, and a hole punched through him, it's the fact that he kept fighting anyways. In Final Fantasy IX, there's a character who only has about a year lifespan, he figures out, but he fights anyways. He spends like a good chunk of that life saving the world. And yeah, like that, it is. There's like a quote about Final Fantasy IX, which is a meme. This baby can fit a whole bunch of depression in it.
Memes.
Yeah, yeah.
So when are you gonna play all of Final Fantasy for the channel, Zero?
Oh my God! Don't do that to me.
But you love
I'll play.
Final Fantasy.
I want to play Final Fantasy 16 when it comes out for the channel, 100%.
When
But
is 16 coming out? Have we gotten a date yet?
I don't know. I do know that they sent out review copies for stream YouTubers. I don't
Yeah.
know if they sent it out for the general public. But yeah, it's from what I've heard from multiple Final Fantasy channels, it seems like they really did what they could to really bring the game series back to life. However, as much as I love hearing that, I did play the demo for 15 when it came out, and that made me so excited. And the game was like, visually it's stunning, and I did love the gameplay. But man, it's a mess.
Tell me how so, because I don't think you or Kawhi ever told me anything about it.
All right, so quick overview. For one, um, to sum the story up in a single sentence,
Yeah.
Bachelor Party gone awfully wrong.
Okay.
But the story starts off. First of all, you're going to be missing a lot of context, and you're going to feel that right away. The reason being is because there's an animated movie about the world and the characters before the game. If you missed one, the game's already going to be confusing.
Aww.
Yeah. Two, if you're like me, you have to stop pouting over the fact that the original game concept for it that looked really, really cool,
Yeah.
you can still see it in there, but it's not there. Originally, 15 was going to be a sequel to 13, an offshoot of 13. And the character Yozuro from Kingdom Hearts, like there's an entire cutscene for Yozuro in Kingdom Hearts that is just original CGI cutscene of Noctis and his original version. It is literally just a color swap, essentially. Like it's been color swapped, the graphics went up a hike, but frame for frame, limousine for limousine, it is that scene.
That's
Um,
unfortunate.
so you gotta get past those things if you're someone like me, and then you start the story with Noctis and his dad talking about how, oh, I'll be fine. I gotta leave the city. Ha ha ha. Yes,
Ho ho ho.
you you have to go get married to this woman who's our like. I think forces attacked us in the movie. I'm not sure. But you've been supposed to marry this woman for a long time, and I've made you wait until now. So, go on and get. Then you leave the city, and your dad's like a king of a city state. Like it's basically like futuristic Rome.
Mhm.
And then like 2 feet outside the city, your money doesn't count for shit. But
What?
people still call you Your Highness. Explain that to me. Like, Your Highness, your money is no good out here, but you're still our king. I don't get it. But yeah, so it's just him, and it's the prince and his 4 bodyguards leaving the city to go meet the prince's fiance. Not 2 minutes after you leave, the city that you just left gets annihilated, and now you're the king. and you're and
Okay.
you're and you gotta go and find all of these 13 Imperial arms. Do I really have to get them? No. Some of them are story mandatory, but like at a certain point, you just have them all during certain like fights. Outside of the fights, you don't have them all. But you do during the storyline fights. Okay. What about that Beyonce? Do we get to see her in like 2 or 3 cutscenes? But you have more chemistry with every last friend in your group, one of their sisters, and your car than her, because like she dies. They try to make it seem like it's an Aerith type death, but it falls so short because you hear her so little.
That's unfortunate.
There are parts of exposition that got put in during updates because they just didn't put it in initially. The game was in development for 3 years. But yeah, there's that. The battle system is fun. I love the fact that you can find random like super bosses just chilling out in the world. That's awesome. I like that there's a boss that literally takes 24 hours to beat. It's a bit of a show off move, but you know what? Power to you if you have the time and energy to do that, but I do not. Um, but yeah, like there's just so much. Like you run into an enemy that gets name dropped, and he looks cool, and he shows up like he's a big what to do, and you fight him once, and then he dies. like, like
That
that happens. That happens with almost every cool looking villain in that entire game too. Like you run into a character that feels like they're gonna be the build up second to last hardest boss. And at this point you've already ran into 3 people who you're like, this one's gonna be the final boss. No, that one's gonna be a puppet. This one's gonna be the final boss. Which one of these 2 is gonna be the final boss? There's a third contender, but I'm pretty sure he's a puppet. And the person you want to kind of like, the guy that physically overpowers your characters a couple of times, you're like, this dude in cutscene, he's going to be the final boss. Nope. You get to fight a demonic version of him that's possessed, but you get very little interactions with him. And then like you learn some huge revelation about him when he dies, and you're supposed to like care.
yeah, really. How do you care about something that? That game just sounds like a mess.
It is worth picking up, but it's very much in the Kingdom Hearts side of storytelling, where like no, you're supposed to care when it feels like you're supposed to care, kind of deal. Like, and then there are genuine moments where you do care. Like, you do get really close to the characters in your team. They really do feel like they've been Noctis's friends for a long time. They unfortunately all get backstory and character development hidden behind DLC, which is gross. But like,
yeah, why? Like that's
I don't know,
definitely
especially
Kingdom Hearts
because
treatment.
yeah, especially because like you get a lot from them on their own, but some of their heaviest development and like things that happen to them are in the DLC. So if you don't have, and each of the characters get their own. So you have an Ignis DLC, you have a Gladius DLC, you have a Prompto DLC, and then you have an Arden DLC, which is the final boss. His was needed. Like in final bosses, if you're gonna play as them, they do deserve to be DLC, I think.
No,
Boss.
that one.
But his backstory, like, it was the best part of the game, purely because it gave a reason for everything. Like they go over his reason a little bit during the story, but they really amplify it in the DLC. Like in the story, he's just some Johnny Depp looking motherfucker following you around, and I mean Johnny Depp character looking motherfucker. Like he would play him in a movie, and he with you most of the time. You fight him once, throughout the whole game.
This is telling me I need to fight. What do I do?
Act.
Well, yeah, but it says talking won't do any good. It looks like all you can do is fight.
You have to keep trying.
Oh, God.
It's like the I can't remember which fight it was. I think it's like the I think it's like the why can't I remember? Goat Mama. It's like Goat Mama's fight. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. It's just getting faster. Okay, anyway,
Oh. So you talk to him 3 times, and it will lower his attack by 1 and his defense by 10.
He just keeps getting faster. Oh, he's getting more frustrated, that's what it is. Anyway, continue with your Final Fantasy talks.
Oh, well, basically, like, that's like some of the stuff that doesn't jibe with that game, and also some people complained about the fact that like a lot of the characters in the game are his name. I don't care because of non-Japanese names, it's actually kind of in terms of how much Japanese names get mixed in with like regular names.
Yeah.
Like on one hand you have like Yuffie, and oh wait, you also have in that same game Vincent. And some people were mad about there being a random character named Dave in Final Fantasy 15, and I'm like, you're mad about that? The reason that I heard behind it is because you have great names like Gladius, Noctis, and Ignis, Gladius, and Prompto, and then you have someone just like named Dave. But again, you have Waka, you have Yuna, you have
Dude, Waka is one of my favorites, though.
I know, but like you have all these names, and then you have Seymour. Like,
yeah.
Or you have all these fancy names that sound appropriate for the time. Riku. Oh wait, that sounds Japanese. Never mind, I'm done. Oh yeah, Sid. Like her dad, Sid. Hell, Seymour's weird even by the standards of that. Oh, I forgot about that move. Seymour's weird in general. Like. Okay. Oh wait, do you still have the butterscotch pie?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Why?
Oof. I forgot. In order to make this fight easier, you have to eat it in front of him.
Oh, well. That was one of the first things I ate. Neat.
I'm trying to figure out because you're supposed to be able to like repair the mercy button. But I don't remember now.
Ah! My last health thing, then I'm dead. But that's okay. No, no!
Oh, you do have to fight him, I think. And we can't say, and if I'm wrong, we will definitely, absolutely not save this one, but um, yeah, you fight him, and then after you hit him a couple of times, um, like we'll get an opportunity to give him a final blow, and that's when we can choose mercy.
Yeah. I'm not one for fighting.
No, we have not been.
Jesus, I'm going down.
Okay, we have to. Oh, I just looked it up again. Oh my god.
What?
By the way, if you get down to 1 health during an attack from any other point, he won't kill you with the rest of his attack. Because of he's similar to Toriel.
Well.
But if you do get to 1, oh well, just in time. Yeah. Well, we should probably.
Well, I mean, yeah,
For the
we went a
anyways.
little over anyways, so it's like seemingly
Yeah.
perfect timing. But yeah,
But next time, now that we know, we should be able to do
oh well, we saved.
it.
We
And you know what? We got to explore the world a bit, and that's what's really important.
yeah, like I named the stream. It was just all
Lost.
about the grind. But yeah, I'm ATP. That's Zero. You should follow
Yeah.
Plasma Coin on Twitch if you have not already. Final word, Zero.
Um, make sure to eat your vegetables, drink some water, and take the bottles back to the kitchen.
The
Back
bottoms?
the bottles.
Oh, y'all are drinking
Yeah.
plastic water?
Hey, look, I live in Michigan.
I mean, that's fair, but we gonna have a talk about this later. Anyway.
Yeah.
We will
Um,
see you later, guys. Have a good
oh.
night.